It's like this. If Walt Disney met Mother Teresa and they decided to start an organization, CityKidz would kind of be what it would look like. The Mother Teresa side is that relational home visit. We visit kids in their homes, we nurture them, we feed them, we care deeply about their individual needs. But then the Disney side is we're going to put on a great experience and show so when kids come to CityKidz, they can be kids. They don't have to worry about all the things they have to carry in their daily lives. They can come and be transported to this imaginary place where they're safe, where dreams do come true, and possibilities are endless.
Boys and girls, I must applaud. You give yourselves a round of applause. 3, 2, 1.
I think the best thing that we are able to give to a child is the gift of relationship. And so the gift of being known, the gift of being valued, the gift of being seen for who they are, to be known by name. We want to know their birthday, we want to know what they want for Christmas, what their favorite sports are. Because we really believe that as you invest in that relationship with that child, then that is what's going to make a difference in their life.
I love the kids. The smiles and the enjoyment that the kids have is it's contagious. It's very well regimented to make sure that all the children are accounted for when they get on the bus and when they get off the bus, when they come to the theater and to the kinder kids, and also when they are dropped off at home.
But when you have somebody from the outside who's not required to love you, who's not your cousin, who's not your parent, who knocks on your door every week just because you matter, that validation of their existence is so powerful.
Yeah, rain, shine, snow. Oh yeah, it's a commitment, that's for sure, that's for sure. So instead of, them coming to you, which they do on a Saturday, we also go to them and are in their neighborhoods and in their homes.
Oh, how tell me, I tried.
How exciting, eh? That's nice. Is I sometimes feel like the Pied Piper. In the really nice weather, I accumulate my children. One's carrying the clipboard, one's handing out the flyers, one's knocking on the door.
And every week we look forward to seeing Susan because she comes and knocks on our door and delivers flyers. And
Very rarely a day that goes by where I'm not recognizing the awesome responsibility that the community has given us, but also parents who entrust their kids to us to care for, to nurture, to love.
One of my favorite things is being able to stand at the door and tell the parents how much we love their kids. And for the parents to see them shining and for us to be able to check in with them and to celebrate what they're doing. I think in a way it helps the parents know how awesome their kids are and how they can celebrate them too.
Is 16 up on
They stay with them to adulthood in many cases. And they provide the kind of supports that they may not be getting at home. And so, we encourage them, we support them, and we are delighted that they're doing this great work.
So a lot of our volunteers come in through word of mouth. So we have a lot of different connections throughout the community, through our partners, through our different church sponsors, and just through our existing volunteers. And that's where a lot of our intake comes through.
I have been here since I was 4 or 5. CityKidz was always a safe place. It was a place where I could go and just forget about all the stuff in my life and just be a kid and have fun and be surrounded by people who loved me and showing me what love really is.
I think that if I'm maybe doing well with my job, that means that there's a ripple effect happening so that it's going out not just from that our staff are cared for, but then when our staff are well cared for in all aspects of their role, then they're also able to go out and care for our volunteers and our kids and our families and our donors and all the people that are connected to the mission of CityKidz.
For the last year or so, we've been looking at ways of enriching the connection, the relationships within our programs. One thing we're going to be able to do in the very near future is to relocate the CityKidz Saturday program.
So I'm here at the Playhouse Theater. Now we've been here for nearly 20 years. And over those 20 years we've grown and have adapted, and this has been a great facility for us for that time. And what started out as something that was really effective for us as a facility has now actually become prohibitive. So one of the things is just with the distance of kids sitting here at the back, the fact that it's lengthwise. Kids sitting at the back have a harder time being engaged with a lot of the programming. The fact that the Playhouse Theater is in a residential neighborhood also makes it problematic for us bringing as many kids down as we do. And it is a 100-year-old building, so any renovations that we would have needed to do here would be extremely costly for us. Not to mention the logistics that right now we operate 2 different locations, and by able to move out of the Playhouse Theater over to our new location at 601 Burlington Street, we now don't have to worry about 2 different locations on a Saturday, which actually will give us more programming time with all of the kids. We love this place, and we're certainly going to miss it, but we're so excited about moving to our new location, and we know the time is now. What we're going to be able to do here is create a brand new studio that actually transports kids to an imaginary place. What we tried to capture in our new studio is we want to capture what are the precious, timeless, important spaces to kids. Outdoor space, park space, tire swings, things like that that speak of childhood fantasy, childhood innocence. So this becomes the backdrop to all of the show and the experience we create on a Saturday, and we're so excited about creating that, and we're inviting partners to come in to be able to help facilitate and help make it happen.
They have the plan, they have the people, and they have the strategy, and they have the desire. And at CityKidz, we're doing here, we should be so proud, because CityKidz was started in Hamilton, and it continues in Hamilton, and we're just doing such a tremendous service for our people.
We expect a dynamic increase in the impact we have on children and families living in low-income communities within our city.